Okay, hiya, how are you doing? So, day number 4 in the big breathing house. Let's get into our practice. Today's practice is going to be a breath observation practice, and we'll be taking our attention to the breath as we can feel it in different parts of the body and the respiratory system. Bringing your attention to your breath, keeping your focus on your breathing is a fantastic way of dealing with a busy or restless mind. So if you're feeling anxious, just seeing what you can do to keep your attention on your breathing and see how that works out for you. So let's start by finding a comfortable position to practice in, either sitting in a chair or on the floor on a yoga block or rolled up towel, or lying yourself down on the floor in corpse pose, aka Shavasana. And once you've managed to make yourself as comfortable as possible, with your palms turned upwards, if you're lying on the floor, a little bit of space at the armpits so your arms away from your sides, we are going to just close the eyes and bring the attention to the breath as it is. Just watching your natural, comfortable, effortless breath do its thing. Being a witness to your breath, letting it flow naturally and feeling it entering through the nostrils and leaving through the nostrils, just watching it rise and fall. Now if you feel any impulse to get involved somehow, to take control of your breath, see what you can do to resist that and just step back and watch. If you feel any tension in your face, that's usually a good sign that you're trying to control your breath. So again, if you notice it, just stepping back and being a witness to each breath as it comes and each breath as it goes. And doing what you can to become absolutely absorbed in watching your breath. Just making it the most important thing for you to consider, taking center stage in your awareness. Being conscious to each breath, being alive to each breath. And this breath awareness is often all we need to let the breathing rate slow down, get a little bit deeper, and slower, deeper breathing is very much associated with calmer states of mind. You'll know this if you've ever had a panic attack and the breathing is really short and sharp and hurried and not very comfortable at all. So just see if we can watch the breath and let it become a little bit more relaxed. Now, as you watch each breath rise and fall, you might notice a tendency for the mind to start wandering. It could be something quite random, maybe just a weird song lyric pops in your head, or you're just thinking about, what you're going to have for tea. It's a good example. It might be something a bit more serious and you're really just casting off into the future and wondering how you're going to cope with things. Well, all I can say to that is, you've coped with everything else so far in life. There's a pretty good chance you're going to cope with this too. So let's just keep our mental energy and not waste it on trying to predict how things might turn out. And if your breath wanders again, let's just steer it back. If your attention wanders again, let's just steer it back to the breathing. Now I often use this analogy that bringing your attention back to your breath is a little bit like a mental equivalent of a push-up. Now you know that if you do one push-up, it's not going to make you super strong. But you do know that if you do many, many push-ups, it will help you develop upper body strength. Same thing with your attention. Letting your mind wander and bringing it back once isn't going to make you superhuman at focusing your attention. But if we do it again and again, and we do it patiently and we do it persistently, then we will develop that capacity. So just watching the breath come and go. And if you need to adjust your position to make yourself more comfortable as you sit there or lie there, then that's fine, we can do that. And then starting to scan the attention now around the body, letting go of the breath for a moment, and focusing your attention on each part, noticing how the body is feeling right now. So let's start by taking the attention down to the toes and noticing how they're feeling. And then being aware of the soles of your feet, if they're in contact with your other leg or the floor or nothing at all. And then taking your attention to your ankles, and then to your calves, and then to your knees. Being aware of the thighs, being aware of your hips, being aware of the buttocks in contact with the floor or on the chair you're sat on or wherever. Being aware of the whole of the back, feeling the spine from your tailbone up to your crown. Being aware of your fingers and your palms and your wrists. See if you can let them relax just by thinking about it. And then relaxing your forearms and your elbows, your upper arms and your shoulders. Relaxing the armpits. Relaxing the back of the neck and the throat. Relaxing your collarbones and your shoulder blades. Relaxing your jaw. Relaxing both lips, both nostrils, both eyelids. Relaxing both eyes. Relaxing your eyebrows and your forehead. Relaxing your hair and relaxing the whole of your head. And then saying to yourself, I'm relaxing my whole body. I'm relaxing my whole body. I'm relaxing my whole body. I'm relaxing my mind. I'm relaxing my mind. I'm relaxing my mind. And then just for a moment, taking your attention away from the body and just noticing all the different sounds you can hear around you. Maybe some sounds from inside the room you're in, maybe elsewhere in the building. Maybe you can hear voices of other people in the building. Maybe you can hear sounds from the outside world, but not trying to focus too much on one sound, just skipping from one to the next, to the next, to the next. And then trying to identify which of those sounds feels furthest away from you. And then identifying which sound sounds like it's the closest to you. And then bringing your attention back to your breathing. And focusing your attention on the breath as you can feel it in your nostrils. So really taking your attention to the nostrils. Noticing the passage of air in through them as you breathe in. Maybe you can feel the coolness of the air as you do that. And then noticing the movement of air out through the nostrils as you breathe out. And maybe you can feel the breaths being warmed up a little bit by being inside the body. So just watching the breath flow in and out through your nostrils. And then we're going to move into the body a little bit more. So just noticing that movement of air as you can feel it in the back of the mouth. It passes in through the nostrils. Maybe you can still feel that coolness at the back of the mouth, but just being aware of that movement. So this is just above the throat, just breath moving through as we breathe in, breathing back through as we breathe out. Just aware of the movement of breath in the back of the mouth. And then bringing your awareness down to the region of your throat and see if you can feel the movement of breath through the throat. And maybe you can even hear that movement of breath in and out through the throat as you breathe in and out. And then bringing your awareness a little bit further down into the respiratory system and just being aware of the breath as you can feel it in the chest. The breath moving in and out through if you're technically minded, into your trachea and into your bronchial tubes. Just feeling the movement of the air in this part of your respiratory system. And then being aware of the movement of air as you can feel it entering and leaving the lungs, feeling them expand as you breathe in and contract as you breathe out. And then shifting your attention to your rib cage, and as you breathe in, noticing if you can feel the rib cage expanding outwards and then falling back inwards. Just noticing how the breath manifests itself in the body as you breathe in and breathe out. And then taking your attention a bit further down, so now you can feel the belly breathing in, feeling the belly inflate, breathing out, feeling it deflate. Relaxed on the in-breath. Drawing the belly in if you want to help push the breath out. Breathing in, breathing out. And then for a few rounds being fully aware of the whole breath as you breathe in through the nostrils, feel it coming to the back of the mouth, into the throat, into the lungs, the ribs expanding, the belly expanding. As you breathe out, that air moving back up and out through your nostrils, the belly deflating, the ribs contracting, moving up through your throat and out through your nostrils. Just a few times being aware of that whole breathing process from start to finish. Breathing in and breathing out. And then just returning to your natural, effortless breath. Noticing how you feel. And if you haven't already done so, you can open the eyes. Okay, so I hope that's helped. You can practice that anytime you like. Just bring your attention to your breath, even if it's for a minute and no more, even just for a few seconds, just to help the mind stop being quite so fragmented and jittery. Okay, more breathing practices soon. See you later.